viewers, welcome back to the circus. I hope you're doing very well. Oh wow, do I have a video for you today. First of all, I'm all matching today. I did this just for you. I did not want to get ready and face the world today, and my favorite thing in the entire world is coming on and making videos for you guys and talking to you on Twitter or doing all that, and so that was my inspiration to get ready today. So I got new nails on for you. I did this so I could match the yellow, just a little thing. I have a little teddy bear right here. I hope you're all doing very well. Matching this, all going on, and we have a huge James Charles update, as in James Charles has now broken his silence and is speaking up against many different things. One of the main things being, he is in a lawsuit right now because his ex-employee is suing him. Now, we covered that in a video. If you want the real rundown of it, you can go watch that video. But I mean the condensed version. His old worker called Kelly is suing him for basically like misconduct, allegedly underpaying, allegedly overworking, allegedly just unprofessional, allegedly, and kind of ending the contract wrongful termination, allegedly. And it's really not looking good for him. And I think I can say this. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty common knowledge at this stage, but Kat Tembarge, who's a friend of the channel, copying that from H3, they say they're a friend of the channel, who we love on this channel. Kat is one of my close friends, and I fucking love her, is working on a big article about James Charles that he's aware of, and the only reason I am saying this is because Kat has tweeted that a big story is coming, and that it's about James, and I'm not gonna say too much, but the article is insane. And James is well aware of the article, and he is now, okay, I said to Kat, James is going to release a statement on Twitter because he's going to try to take attention away and hop on the story before you publish it. And Kat was like, no, he's done it. Because it was just so surreal that someone would actually do that, because he's so scared that he would, you know, come forward and do this. But of course he's done it because he's James Charles, and he's released this video, which is, who's texting me? Is it James? Is it? This is a 7-minute long video that he's put on Twitter addressing the accusations. Now keep in mind, he's meant to be on a break right now, and he is on a break because of all of the stuff that happened with the minors, where there was like 16 alleged boys coming forward against James being inappropriate with him, with them, sorry. And James confirmed that 2 of them were real and true and were actual things and victims. And so he's on a break because of that, and so he's now being like, hi sister, so I'm back, you know, I don't want to make another one of these videos, it's so embarrassing. Doing this full bullshit, even though this is what his career is at this stage, is coming forward and making these videos. So he came back and is addressing the lawsuit. He said that the lawsuit is something that has been going on for a while now, it's just now public knowledge, and that he believes it's an opportunist move from the old worker because the narrative is against James right now, which is ironic because it always is. He's just using this as an excuse, and that the worker is just looking for money and all like this, and a bunch of blah blah blah, and we're gonna watch it now, and he's very sad, and you know, he's so upset that someone would try silence him or take money off him or, you know, pressure him into paying money. And I'm watching this and I do not personally feel bad for this grown-ass man at all, because I think that he is now just getting back the energy that he has given many other people, including young children, which is pressuring with money, with fame, whatever. And now that one of his ex-workers is doing that towards him, and he feels really sad that they're pressuring him into giving him money or clout or whatever, do I feel bad for him? Absolutely not. I think you give out what you receive, and we're seeing that with him right now. So what we're gonna do is watch this video, go through it, and we're gonna, first of all, he posted this on Twitter, and Twitter has a 2-minute and 20 like limit on posting videos. If you're on Twitter, you'll know that. This video is 7 minutes long. How did he evade that? Is it because he's a verified account? I don't know. Either way, let's just get into it. It is very interesting what he has to say. So keep in mind, you know, the intro. Hi guys, James here. I'm just so sad. You know, I'm on a break right now.
Hello everybody, James here. I hope you guys are all having a beautiful day, afternoon, night, wherever you are.
I am James, thank you.
You're doing well as well.
Oh, I take that back. I'm 18. I'm legal. He won't want to anyway.
Don't worry, this is not my return to social media. Okay, but unfortunately, I am logging in today because I feel as though I am being cornered and have to make yet another public statement. I know people are sick of these. I don't blame you. I'm not even going to bother writing out like a whole notes app thing today. I'm just going to hit record and start talking to you guys one-on-one because there's a lot that I want to talk about, and hopefully whoever wants to listen can just listen. As you guys know, for the past couple of weeks, I have obviously been offline. I've been taking time away to learn, to reflect, to talk to professionals, and most importantly, to try to help better the situation that happened recently.
Do we believe that?
In any way that I possibly can. I've been quiet online, but things behind the scenes have not been so quiet. There's a lot going on, and I currently feel as though the situation that I was in is being taken advantage of, and I feel as though I'm being blackmailed.
The situation that you were in is you engaging in illegal behavior with minors. What is he still trying to guilt trip us? Like, the situation that I was in, you know what I mean? The situation. You put yourself in that. And then you committed a crime. Don't come to us again. The situation is being taken advantage of. Yeah, what? No sympathy. I'm like...
This video today. For those who are not aware, for the last 2 years now, I've been dealing with an ongoing lawsuit from one of my previous employees. This is something that I've never spoken about, I've never mentioned, because I wanted to keep it private out of respect for her, and the fact that it's literally an ongoing litigation. But she's now speaking about it, which is just perfect time considering everything else that's going on. Basically...
What is everything else? He's trying to come for other people and, you know, make himself the victim again with this victim complex, and keeps referring loosely to, like, you know, other things are going on. What's the other things, baby? Tell us. Is it you engaging in certain behavior?
When I was 18, I moved to LA. I was living in my downtown apartment, as you guys know, and my YouTube channel was just starting to take off. I was filming and editing 3 videos a week by myself for my channel, and I really just wanted help, so I hired an editor. This person worked for me and then was later promoted to my producer, which means she was no longer editing, she was helping me film videos and was like my right-hand person for a salary of $72,000 a year. She only worked for me for about 6 months and then was let go, and now I am being sued. The suit is online, you can read through it if you really want to, but it basically alleges that she was wrongfully terminated, overworked, and underpaid, all of which are untrue. I have a very, very small team. I've always had a small team. There are not many ex-employees because most of my team members have been with me for a really long time now. My team is like family to me. I love them all so much. You guys know a lot of them from being in the back.
The little boys are like family too.
And I stand behind the fact that they are very, very well taken care of. The fact that this is like even attempting to become a narrative makes me feel like sick to my stomach because it is wildly, wildly untrue, and I'm so grateful.
I love how that's the narrative that's making him sick to his stomach that's out there about him. You know, that he's, you know, not a good boss. Not the other narrative that's out there about him right now. He's okay with that one. Not this one, though. Not this one.
Around me. The case also kind of makes it seem like she's just trying to get back like the wages that she feels like she should have been paid for her work, which I wish were the truth because in reality, this suit is actually for hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're not familiar with cases like this, they're unfortunately pretty common in like the entertainment industry, but they usually don't actually make it to court, which may sound weird, but it's for 2 different reasons. The first one being, they are ridiculously long. This was filed 2 years ago. People are only finding out about it like now, but we are not even close to getting an actual court date yet. So it is a long, long process and quite a headache. Because it's so long, reason number 2 is it gets really, really expensive really fast for the defendant, which in this case is myself. So most of the time the defendant will settle, which basically means paying an amount of money to, paying an amount of money to the person making the suit to just drop it and move on. And I'm not going to act like this was not an option for me. Settling is oftentimes a good option, a smarter option, because it's faster, it's cheaper, and it's a lot less of a headache. She is suing me. She has sued other YouTubers in the past. She was bragging on Twitter about how she just settled another case recently, so this is clearly a thing. But settling is no longer an option that's on the table, and I'm going to tell you why. This past week, I was reached out to for comments.
How is James seeing all this stuff that's happening on Twitter if he's not been online on Twitter for so long?
About a news article that is coming soon. And I learned that she is talking to the press about this lawsuit and what it was like to work for me as an employee. However, she's adding a ton of absolutely ridiculous, absurd, untrue, defamatory, just the craziest claims you could ever imagine. And in my opinion, it's an attempt to pressure me into making a much, much higher settlement offer. Once again, I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. These claims range everything from I was so lazy, she had to force me to get out of my bed and brush my teeth, and without her I would have never made a single video or a single dollar, but also things much more serious and disgusting, such as that I used to say the N-word around her all the time. This is just perfect, convenient timing as well, considering this past weekend, my old Twitter account, which I have not accessed since 2016, and only has one tweet, I guess was hacked last year, and the hacker publicly tweeted somebody the N-word, and people actually thought that it was...
By the way, so what he's talking about there is the old Twitter account that's linked to all of his YouTube videos from like 2 years ago, like his old Twitter handle, which is his has one tweet on it, and it's at Jeffree Star and then the M-word. And people were like, oh my god, like James tweeted this, like we've exposed him, he tweeted the M-word. And I was like, I remember I looked at all of this and I was like, this was not James. Like, y'all, we have so much that we have on record that he's done. Him using his Twitter account to publicly tweet Jeffree Star the N-word is not something that he's done. Come on, let's be honest here, especially last year. I didn't make a video on it because I didn't believe it. Him saying this here, I believe him. Never once did it come into my head that that tweet was a real thing that he did. No, because it's so like, it's like, come on, you know. Anyways.
Me. The worst part about all of this, though, is that if I were, in some universe, to make this ungodly amount of settlement money, if I was to pay it, I'm sure a lot of you are smart enough to take a guess as to what would happen to these claims. They would be retracted and they would magically go away. I can't believe this. I shouldn't say that. I just don't want to believe this. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words. This is just disgusting. I know that my lawyer has been like a topic of conversation, a meme, a part of my internet persona for a while now, and I get it. But contrary to popular belief, I have never, ever paid anybody to speak or to not speak about me, and this will not be the first time that I do it. It just won't. And unfortunately, at this point, my only option is to pursue this to the fullest extent of the law and hope that one day, whenever it does get to a courtroom in the future, justice will be served. The problem, though, and why I'm making this video today, is because until that happens one day, we're dealing with the court of public opinion, which is a very, very different situation. And it's a court that is not on my side right now, which is just frustrating because, like I mentioned earlier,
it's a court that's not on your side right now. Public opinion is not on James Charles' side. You know, he's telling us that it's not on his side. Why, baby boy? Why is it not on your side? We all know why. Like, you can't try and make us feel bad for you whenever we know that you confirmed that you acted in a certain way and you're loosely describing it, but refusing to, like, address it. Like, you're not addressing it here, but you're, like, loosely, like, there's a situation that's going on, or public opinion isn't on my side right now. Why? Okay, tell us why then. You know, we know, add it in, because otherwise you're, like, it's almost like you're lying to us right now.
As though this is all just to pressure me. There has been 2 years of time and opportunity to speak about any of this stuff, but now it's happening, and now we're going to the press, and now we're doing this back and forth.
Right, he's like addressing how it's also convenient now because of all the allegations and him being in silent on social media, and it's like he's not addressing that. He's just like, and now what's happening? You know, about like all, like it all. Yeah, it's happening now because everything is coming out against you. It's weird because he's almost trying to like guilt trip me and you. You know what I mean? Like, and everyone watching this and telling us about like, and it's happening now. Can you believe this happening? Why is it happening? What else is happening now? Are we supposed to, like, cry on your behalf? Are we supposed to feel so desperately sad that it's all happening now? I don't understand.
It feels so wrong to me. I wanted to make this video today to give anybody who may care and any of my followers some sort of background, some sort of explanation, some sort of insight into what's actually happening behind the scenes, because it's crazy. And I don't want this article to come out and just blindside people, because it is going to come out. And when it does, I know that it's going to be bad. And I totally understand that people are going to think whatever they want to, regardless of what I say, regardless of what receipts, screenshots, legal documents that I pull, and that's okay. That's, you know, everyone has a right to their opinion. I just want to give some sort of explanation so you guys know, and hopefully you're able to see this and what's happening here for what it really is. I am sorry to my followers. I'm sorry that you're going to have to see this. I'm sorry that you've had to see everything that's happening over the past couple of weeks, because it is so frustrating and it is so embarrassing.
Frustrating and embarrassing about things that were coming out and that you're being accused of and that you addressed about 2 of them being true is not really 2 words I would use in that situation. Like, he's saying that it's so frustrating that his followers are having to see him address all this, and so embarrassing and frustrating. What? Okay. That's not the words I would... And that shows that you haven't grown if you're like, this is so frustrating that I keep having to address this. Okay.
But there's not much that I can do, and there's not much that am able to say about this either. All I can hope and pray is that one day justice is served and you guys are able to see me for who I really am and this situation for what it really is. That's all that I can hope. But until then, I guess I just have to wait patiently and just, you know, come back when time is right. And I don't know, I'm rambling at this point, but if you made it all the way through, thank you for watching. I just wanted to give you guys
You're welcome.
a thumbs up. I love you and I hope you're having a good day. Bye.
Wow. Well, Mucker, I don't know what to say, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to feel sorry for someone like that. And especially when he's still using this language and describing the other event. You know, we won't say it because he won't say it. And I've been seeing so many people say, like, James Charles is getting the energy now that he's been giving to so many people for his entire career. And I think that's a very interesting point. It just still... I'm honestly at a loss for words. I don't know what to add more than that. I have so many thoughts in my head, but none of them are coming out as words. It's just super confusing, and like, we're looking at this from the outsider's point of view. It's just like, I find it so hard to take seriously whenever he's not even like willing to take ownership of why certain things are, you know, happened, and that's why other things are happening now. And, you know, this person's going to the press because of a situation that is happening right now. What? Wow, you know what I mean? Fuck. I want to know what your opinion is though, Mucker, so please let me know below. We'll talk about it. I love you, thank you for watching. Am I? Was that a TikTok dance? Can somebody break your savage love to it? Honestly, like, let's talk about it below because I'm at a loss for words. Hopefully you can give them back. Bye.